Hello and welcome to my channel Greenline Goddess Tarot. This is your daily reading for March the 30th, 2022, and it is my son's birthday, so I'm very excited. I'm hoping it's going to be a good reading. But yes, we have rain here again, and evacuation orders have been put out again. Another flood, major flood threat. It's only been a month since the last one, so it's all a little bit crazy and very hard to process at this moment in time as well. But like I said, we're on a hill, so we're okay here. But I was thinking about the Five of Pentacles that we had yesterday, the people that were left out in the cold, quite literally, here it is, leaving the building, and news coming in around that. And I'm like, that's the evacuation order that we got last night. Not us personally, but in the surrounding suburbs. So, yeah, the Five of Pentacles, people having to leave their houses. So, yeah, I mean, that's just locally for us. I don't know how it's affected everybody who is not in this region. I know some of you are. So, but, yeah, it's kind of interesting how things have been playing out. So we're going to hopefully get a good reading for the 30th. So fingers crossed. Let's see what's coming in at this moment in time. But, yeah, my heart goes out to all those people. It's almost just too much to kind of connect with. I have to admit, I've been kind of a little bit collectively exhausted after the last one. It was just such a collective trauma for everybody, and really a really traumatic event. And then for it to be coming up again, it's just like, can't believe it. So hopefully it won't be as bad as last time. But yeah, I really feel for those people who've just cleaned out their houses from the last flood. And I don't know if any of you have dealt with mud flood as well, but it's awful. And also it's just, we've got the Six of Pentacles, things are balancing out, and people have lost, everything. It's really devastating for some of them. The Six of Pentacles, a little bit of something that you need coming in. So that's actually good. And there might be actually, the Six of Pentacles could be news around funding of some sort, or a bit more money coming through, which is actually going to bring in a sense of wanting to balance resources of some sort. So let's see what is coming in. It can mean gifts of money, the Six of Pentacles of some sort. So let's see what else is coming through. Of course, the Tower and the Hermit. Okay, so yeah, there's unexpected events happening, and there's the Hermit energy of a little bit of soul searching coming within this, but it's going deep within and actually getting a very clear message about what it is that you need to bring that balance on a material resource level as well. So interesting. I do feel like this Tower energy's been around, and it's just bringing these like quite interesting insights coming in, like just flashes of knowing. And with the Tower, like I said, expect the unexpected. Whenever you say it's going to bring this, everyone, like, you kind of have like, oh, I think this is going to be my moment of this. And sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Just, well, here comes the health, here comes the balance being restored. With the Temperance energy, things are starting to flow, change shape, change form. And we've got the Eight of Cups. So, and we have at the base the Nine of Swords. So there's potentially a little bit of like mental anxiety and stress around at this moment in time. There's a lot going on inside of your mind. There is, with this Temperance energy, things start to flow. So, or there's a lot of flow happening on that kind of element of water level. So, yeah, I mean, this is really a sense of, again, there's been some bigger picture energies that we've been thinking and working with at this moment in time. I do feel like with the Tower energy, it's kind of like, there's something that you've been worrying about, or something that you've been fearful of with the Nine of Swords, something that's kind of creating anxiety. And the Tower energy can find, the Hermit in the center is that quiet space. The space where you connect deep within and find wisdom. So, and it can be a place of just needing some time out or some time alone because you're processing something big that's come in here. So I love that the healing comes in with the Temperance energy after this, because the Temperance energy is all around health and healthcare and things balancing. The Six of Pentacles is balance, Temperance is balance on a bigger level. But the Temperance energy, Six of Pentacles, is something you'll notice in your material realm. There's, like I said, there's resources coming to you, or you're giving resources of some sort. You're giving to other people. So it can go both ways. That's the thing with the Six of Pentacles. It's both the giving and the receiving. And what we're seeing here with the Temperance energy is the two cups, the flows going between them. And it is the sense that there is a flow between those two energies, the giving and receiving. But on a higher level, this is a flow between spirit and your human world. And this is showing that there's actually a new path is coming up and opening up for you. The Tower energy is showing you what wasn't right for you. The universe is going to support you with this Six of Pentacles. Something's not right for you. And you're realizing this on a deep level with the Hermit energy. And the Temperance energy is bringing whatever the Tower told you was not into alignment or showed or brought something, and just kind of, it breaks the foundations. If something's not built on a good foundation, it goes bzz and breaks it apart. And then it's a matter of understanding this on the deeper level with the Hermit energy, but the Temperance energy brings things back into alignment, so that new paths and new options open up for you, which is kind of interesting. And the Eight of Cups is walking away from something that wasn't fulfilling. So I think that's what this Tower energy is showing you very clearly. What it is that is on an emotional level is not fulfilling for you is something that is just, it's kind of a sense of, it may have been stressing you. You've tasted all those cups with the Eight of Cups. There's something missing and you're off in search of fulfillment. Absolutely. So there's some very direct messages coming in around that. And that's where the Temperance energy is, that things are starting to shift and take form. And that's why I like the Six of Pentacles at the start, because the universe says, before you go on this journey, I'm going to give you what you need to go on the journey. So you're not going off empty-handed. You are going with a little bit of something, that you need. So interesting energy to come through with all of this. And the Temperance energy, we can see there's new paths opening up, because the Tower card, you can see that this is a rectangle building with a round crown. Something no longer fits, and that lightning bolt of coming into your kind of crown is showing you really clearly what this is. But interestingly, if you see with the Temperance energy, there's a path that opens up that leads to a new crown that is aligned to who you are, your sense of sovereignty and authenticity, if that makes sense, if I can say the word properly. And so this is where, like I said, the Eight of Cups, you're walking away from that energy that wasn't right for you and wasn't no longer a fit. And so, the Hermit energy at the center, I like this because this is saying, yes, there's a lot you're going on. There's a lot processing, like we said. But if you can sit with this for a little while and process it, like we said, and the Hermit energy is also connecting into the wisdom of the body. Some of you might actually quite literally get sensory reactions to things or a gut feeling deep within. So, the Hermit goes deep within, but that energy, that information that you learn within a deep, wise space of yourself, has to come back up and out, and it needs to go somewhere. And we see that that's where it's going with the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups, it's an interesting energy because it is a card of detachment, kind of. Quite literally, some of you could be walking away, but often it is also like that Buddhist concept of detachment, where you're just no longer attached to something that you were wanting to fulfill you and you're realizing isn't anymore. And so that situation or that person can still be in your life, or that desire, but it's shifted, that thing that you were doing. It's like, okay, you can still be friends or in a partnership with this person, but it's kind of like, I know I'm changing and shifting my expectations or what I'm wanting or needing from that situation or person. So, interesting. So this is why the Nine of Swords is there as a main energy. There's a lot going on inside your mind that you're processing, like we said, and this can be overwhelming. It can be like lots of thoughts, and it can be waking up at night worrying and stressing about things. It can be thinking that things are going to happen when they don't necessarily are going to happen. But it's just a kind of a fairly anxious and fearful kind of state to be in with the Nine of Swords. So this is why it's good that we've got the Hermit energy as well. It kind of helps settle down some of that energy, that mental anxiety or static that could be around with this. So lots of big things happening here. So that's it. Kind of quite a dramatic reading. Was hoping for something a little bit smoother, but this is the energy, and I think Uranus is around with the Tower. shaking some things up. And, ultimately, I think the Tower card, it is expect the unexpected, but it does bring disruption and change, unexpected disruption and change. Ultimately, it has our best interest at heart. It just may not feel like it at the time. So this is why it's nice the Temperance energy is coming in and just helping things feel a lot calmer and smoother. With that and the Hermit energy, it's sort of like the impact of the Tower calms down, the impact of the Nine of Swords calms down, and so then you can kind of make this very calm emotional choice or decision that comes through with an inner knowing and an inner resolve. So that's the energy for March the 30th. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.